Do you ever feel like you're posting into the void and no one is seeing your content? You have this big message in your soul to share. You know who you're here to serve and how you're here to help them, but it just feels like you're hearing freaking crickets no matter how much you are showing up. If that's the case, this video is for you. I'm going to share how you can shift that so that you can become more visible, attract more dream clients, and feel lit the F up doing what you love and creating content. Hello, my beautiful friend. If you are new to me, my name is Stephanie Sage. I'm a spiritual mentor and visibility coach. And if you resonate with what I share in this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and give this a thumbs up. If you want to learn more about my work or how you can work with me, all of that information is in the description box below, along with some additional resources and gifts to help you manifest a life and business that you absolutely love. Okay, so let's get into it. I cannot tell you how often I hear from people that they are frustrated, that they're not getting the engagement that they want. They feel like they're posting into the void and nobody's seeing their stuff. And it really waters down their confidence and causes them to second guess and think, what am I doing wrong? Well, what if I told you you're not actually doing anything wrong, but there are some things that you can shift? And the first thing we want to start with is your energy. So, my first question for you would be, are you having fun when you're showing up? Or are you doing it because you think you have to do it? Are you doing it because you think that if you do that, that's going to get the clients? Are you having fun with the process of sharing your message and creating content? Because if you're making it a chore or looking at it as something that you have to do, it's going to come from a different frequency and it likely won't have the same effect. But when we're in the energy of fun and excitement and just being lit up about what we're here to share, our energy starts to become magnetic. So if you have been putting too much pressure on yourself for creating content, I want you to take a step back, don't even create in the moment, and do something for yourself that shifts your energy, that gets you in the energy of joy and excitement. For me, this is usually something like dancing or getting out in nature and coming back to content creation when I'm feeling creative, when I'm feeling inspired, and when I'm feeling lit up. The second thing is share more stories. Even little micro stories in your content can help you connect deeper with your people, can help build trust and authority and drive your points home, and will also help you feel more authentic and more open. And there are some really easy ways that you could do this. Some ways that I like to do this is I will start with my intention of what do I want to convey in this piece of content? What do I want my people to take away from this? What action step or perspective shift or a thing do I want them to get from consuming this? And slash, or where am I leading them after this? Once I'm clear about that and clear about what I'm going to share, I'll consider what are some stories of my own that I could share that they could relate to in that experience. For example, if I were to make a post saying, if you feel like you're posting into the void and no one's seeing your stuff, you need to watch this video, I can go into a little story saying, I remember a time where I used to think that I had to have the audience before people would listen to what I had to say. And then I can go into a little bit of how I felt and what went on in my mind so that they can see themselves in my story. Then I can go back to giving the value, giving the takeaways, and adding a call to action. Hopefully that makes sense and lands for you, but think of how you can start to share even micro stories in more of your content. And you can do this by using more I statements. I remember a time when, or I used to do this, or there was a time when blah, blah, blah. And you bring it into your own experience. That way your people can feel connected to you. They'll trust you because they'll be like, oh, that's where I'm at. And if she could get through it, then so can I. Or that's what she learned. That's a really powerful takeaway. And you start to build more community and connection and trust through that. The third thing is if you want to be seen by more people, you want to get your content out to more people, you want more people actually binging it and watching it and listening and reading and looking at all of your other stuff that you're offering, you've got to start with a strong hook. Now, I know we hear this all the time now. Everybody's talking about hooks, but really, are your hooks strong or are they bland AF? Ask yourself, would I stop the scroll if I came across this? Would this catch my attention? Put yourself in the shoes of your dream clients. Strong hooks are really just something that is going to grab their attention in the first 2 to 3 seconds by piquing curiosity, sharing a bold statement, and letting them know what they're going to get out of consuming the content. And I actually have a whole Slay on social media blueprint that shares 100 different plug and play hooks that you can make your own, as well as a lot more around content creation and captions and how to grow your email lists and stuff on social media. I'll leave that for you in the description below as well. But get creative with your hooks, have fun with it, and just consider, would I stop the scroll if I came across this? Would I watch this video if I saw that thumbnail? Would I watch this reel if I heard that opening statement? Like, put yourself in the shoes of your dream clients and have fun getting creative and creating magnetic content. This all gets to be fun for you. And that's why I started with that for the first one. Have more fun, because ultimately, that's what's going to make you magnetic. And when you're having fun in the process, it's just going to change everything. I find it fun to use my soulmate clients as my muse. So I know who I'm talking to, I know who I'm serving, and it inspires me with the content that I'm creating. It inspires me to drop some massive value and connect with them. Because my intention with all of my content, even my free content, I want people to get so much value out of it. I want them to feel something. I want them to feel motivated. I want them to have things that they can implement, take action on. I want to expand them, and it feels good giving value in that way, and then leading them into learning about my work and different ways that we could work together beyond that. So I want to invite you in on that frame as well. Put yourself in the shoes of your dream clients and make sure that you're having fun in the process. Okay, next thing to make your content more magnetic and stand out is say what you really want to fucking say. Say what you really want to say without watering it down, without thinking, oh, is this going to make sense? Is this clear enough? What if people judge me? Are they going to get this? Is this the right thing to say for them to sign up for my offer? Let's leave that behind. Like, that's so last year. We're done with that. Say what you really want to say, your hot takes, your opinions, your perspectives. This is going to help people, again, connect with you. And of course, it's going to make you feel more authentic, more free, more liberated, and more like yourself when you're showing up. Nothing is more magnetic than you being who you truly are. So say what you really want to say and in the voice that you would normally say it. We don't need to be polished and professional. We need to be fucking bold, clear, direct, and authentic. And some things that will help you say what you really want to say, of course, like the inner work and overcoming fear of rejection or fear of being seen, working through that internally is going to really help you level up your communication and say more of what you really want to say without that fear of how people are going to perceive it. That's something that used to hold me back so much. I would think, oh man, what if people judge me for this? Or what if they don't get this or whatever? Especially when it came to sharing my light language and my spiritual gifts and stuff online. I was very nervous at first. And I had to just really own that and accept the fact that people are going to judge no matter what. And that's okay. When I finally let that be okay, it shifted everything for me. And it helped me become more expressed in my message and more embodied in my conviction. The next thing is be helpful and solve your people's problems through your content. I want you to start looking at your content in two different ways. One way is this is your art form. This is your way of expressing and being a channel for the message that's wanting to come through you. And the second lens I want you to take on for your content is how can I create content that is going to be so freaking valuable that people are going to come back for more. They're going to want to continue to consume my content. They're going to want to know what they could do to work with me further. They're going to think, oh my gosh, her content, her free content is this good. I wonder how amazing her program is. You want them to feel empowered, motivated, inspired, and to take action. So think to yourself, how can I be so fucking helpful in my content that it's a no-brainer that people join my offers? And that's going to feel so much better for you because you're no longer going to be like, oh, what do I say to get people to join my offers? You're going to be like, I'm giving so much freaking value in my content, that stuff that people would pay for, that obviously it's easy to share the next step, which is my offer. So you're going to start to feel more confident talking about your offers when you are really intentional with solving your people's problems in your content and speaking to their desires and giving powerful perspective shifts and tangible takeaways and things that they can implement. It's going to feel better for you. and it's going to be natural for them to take the next step. And it just makes content creation so much easier. And this last thing is really awesome. It's going to help you build your email list. So start to look at your content as the intro for your freebies most of the time. Obviously, it can be an intro for your paid offers as well, but especially on Instagram, this is great. Look at your content as an intro to your freebies. And what I mean by that is having your content naturally lead to a free resource that you're sharing and having it be all part of the relationship building process so that the people that you're meant to serve start to know more about you, trust you, and eventually take the leap in working with you if it's aligned for them. So the way that I do this a lot on Instagram is I'll create a piece of content and then, maybe in the caption, I'll say, if you loved this, I share so much more in XYZ training or in this free document that I made. And I tell them to comment a word and I'll have many chat, which is like an automation, send it to them. The more I started doing this, the easier it became to grow my email list organically and to nurture those people on my email list and share different other resources, free and paid, that I can support them with. And I'm going to do that same thing in this video. If you love this video, I share 33 more ways that you can get more visible online in my visibility codes document. I'll link that in the description below. So I hope this was super helpful for you and gave you some ideas of how you can dial up your content and your expression to become more magnetic so that you're no longer posting and hearing crickets, but you're more intentional, you're more authentic, and you're leading with serious value. Now, the last thing I want to say actually with leading with more value, because sometimes that can feel unclear for people, is you really want to know who you are serving, of course, and what specifically you are helping them with. And if you're not clear on that, I have some other things that can help you. Again, I'll link those in the description below, but that is going to help you with your intentionality in your content. We want to blend the two, your unique, authentic expression and what you love to share and how you love to support people, and being intentional with what do your people want? What are they looking for? What would be really helpful for them? What is the obvious thing that they'll want to watch, binge, etc. So that is all I have for this video. Let me know if you resonated, if this was helpful for you. I would love to hear in the comments. Go check out this description for all the things I have for you there, and I will see you in the next video.